Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm at the Pottery studio. I'm a little disappointed. So the teapot, you know the teapot I've been working on, right? Let's see, so it did come out. I do love the shape. I love the shape. The lid, I don't know where it is, which is like my favorite part of the teapot except for the handle. I don't know where it is. If it was fired or not, I don't know. And there was the crack that developed right here when it was being fired. So the glaze right there and just inside corner here. I mean, it's not going to break. It's fully vitrified and it's all one piece, but yeah, whatever. But I'll be happier when I find the lid. Here is the juicer. It's white inside, white out here, right there. So that's the little juicer number. And the luminary, like the kind of the lamp kind of idea, is right here. And I think it turned out okay. The black and white underglaze kind of showed through. I wish I'd gone a little heavier with the glaze, but that is the luminary. So yeah, that wasn't a total failure, but whatever. I completed the class assignment, so I did my thing. Oh, and another editorial. I am not a fan of this glossy white. This is, I think, a Mako glossy white. It's an opaque white. It's just very, like, heavy looking for a white. I don't know. I think I'm going to try the Amico Snow next time. But, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Just getting some water for my wheel. Turns out the class assignment this time is a cheese tray. Hey guys. So I might need your help in understanding something. So I was just at the my wheel getting set up to make this cheese tray. And one of my fellow clay classmates here was going on, oh, so what about this hostile takeover by JetBlue? I'm like, I did not hear about this. Total news to me. I don't watch the news lately. I'm too busy listing crap on eBay lately or watching YouTube videos. So I did not know that JetBlue apparently is pissed that we said no to them in favor of Frontier, right? So they're starting the process of a hostile takeover. I don't know anything about what a hostile takeover is at all. So I'm full of fear and anxiety because from what parts of me that kind of understand what's happened with other airlines is that the airline who is being taken over, it's not like a big celebration for them. You know, I'm just thinking of the Continental and United thing and how upset everyone was for decades. You know, and well, I have a job. I'm already going down a rabbit hole of fear. So for the time being, I have to make this cheese plate. Can you tell how excited I am about this assignment? When all I really want to do is sit down with my phone and Google hostile takeover. So if you guys know anything about the process or what that really means, feel free to leave a comment below. I need to sit down and read my contract again. I know that our contract has protections for mergers. I don't think I remember anything about takeovers. And what sort of protections I might have. JetBlue and my airline don't share the same union. So I don't know what this would mean in terms of seniority, base assignments. You know, am I going to have to apply for another airline? Because I don't want to work for JetBlue. No offense to JetBlue. I don't know any flight attendants that work for JetBlue. I do one. I don't want to work for JetBlue. I want to work for my airline, or a merged version of Frontier in my airline. You know, I don't want to work for JetBlue. There's just an article today about on the news and how overworked and how, you know, whatever. I'm falling down the rabbit hole of fear right now. So feel free to leave a comment below about what, if you know what a hostile merger, hostile takeover looks like, especially in the airline industry, right? So try not to have me freak out any more than I already am, right? I have to make this cheese tray. There's the base of my little cheese plate. There's Eleanor, Claire, and Buddy. And a little butterfly. And there's the wall to the said cheese tray. We'll see what happens. Well, this is the Luminaria, that little lantern out in the sunlight. It's hard to make out, but turned out all right. And here's that juicer. That top looks like, the reamer part looks like it could tear apart a lemon or a lime. And that is the Wedgwood glaze I like so much. So, ta-da! And here's the cheese tray, but it ended up being sort of more like a bowl because it's pretty deep. It's probably 3.5 inches deep. But yeah. So I'm still a little stressed of the news of, JetBlue's decision to be hostile, and still not knowing really what it means, honestly. But I came to one of my favorite places in the world to handle that stress, of course, and that's Goodwill, of course. So I see this mother and son team looking at these two vases right here, and that I have them in my hand is part of the story. Two of them are looking at these pieces, and they're on their phones, the two of them, trying to find any information on them, whether or not they're worth buying or not. And I think they're $7.99 a piece. And they're both looking, and I'm being very patient, waiting for them to decide whether or not to buy them. I don't want to swoop in and grab them out of their hands, right? But they're not making any decisions, and they're not finding any information. So I just said, are you buying those or not? And I was being a little ballsy. And they said he wanted to keep looking. Ooh, that's not a good noise. Someone dropped something. But she was like, oh no, here, you take them if you want them. And he's like, no, I'm not done looking, and like, whatever. So I just waited for like 30 more seconds, and yeah, so they let me have them. So I think they're $7.50 a piece. I have to find out whether I want to keep them or buy them, but it was just sort of fun to be the aggressor at Goodwill. Must be what JetBlue feels like when trying to purchase my airline. Hey guys, hi. So, boy, it's been a very nice day outside of the news about JetBlue. Yeah, I don't even know what to think about that. So it's been a very nice day. I slept in a little bit. The cats let me sleep till about 7 a.m. That's sleeping late. Before they woke me up to get their treats. We do that every morning. Thanks to Linda. Linda sent me a bunch of those cat treats that, I mean, I depend on. If I did not have those treats, I think my cats would eat the eyes right out of my skull. No joke. No joke. Those treats are survival for me and my cats. So thank you, Linda, for sending those. So slept late, had some breakfast, gave the cats their treats, and we snuggled for a bit. And then I went to my pottery class. I think I may have taken a clip or two there. Afterwards, and that's when I heard about the news regarding the JetBlue hostile takeover move. Now, I have yet to do any research in terms of what a hostile takeover is. My understanding is that basically they just want our aircraft and potentially our routes. I don't know if that would go with. One of my friends at the Pottery Studio who let me know about this, she has been a part of a hostile takeover with a different airline years and years and years ago. And she said that the airlines just wanted the planes and the routes, not the people. But if they get all of our planes, they're going to need people who are trained to fly those planes. So I'm just hoping that, I'm of course, I'm already living in the reality which is not real in my mind. Am I making sense? I don't even know what I'm talking about. But they need trained people to work the aircraft. So even if this happens and they buy us and whatever, they still need me to fly, be a flight attendant. So I'm hoping. So blah, blah, blah. I have to stop thinking about that because I'm going to get myself very upset. But after my pottery class, I made that dumb, weird bowl. I went to Goodwill because there's a Goodwill 1 block away from, of course I went to Goodwill. There's one block away from the Pottery Studio on West Sahara. So I went there and I hit the old lady jackpot in a couple ways. It's very clear that an old lady died and someone just donated all of her like knickknacks. It's very clear. And I bought a good bunch of them because I'm an old lady. I was able to recognize what I should snatch off the shelf. I'm not sure if I told you when I was in the Goodwill. I'm sorry, this is some random weird story time. I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this video. I was at Goodwill, and before I had even put anything in my cart, I saw these two people looking at these two red vases that I think are Blanco. I think they're by a company called Blanco. If they are, they're going to be money. But they're studying these vases, and like I'm not sure if they're going to buy them or not. And I stood there and stood there. Eventually they were standing there for so long that I got kind of bold, and I said, are you going to buy them, or basically are you going to keep looking at your phones? And it was a mother and son team that the son, I guess, wanted to quit like searching and just let me buy them, and the mother was putting up a fight, or is one or the other. But one of them didn't want me to get them, and the other was like, you know what, we've looked at this enough, we can't find the information online, let them go. But either way, they ended up in my cart, and that was like the first of many beautiful things I put in my cart. So I'm gonna do a little Goodwill haul tomorrow. That's my day off. And I want to do that haul after I research what I could potentially price these things at, because it's some of the things are stunning, really, in terms of what I could potentially get from them. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get to the post office and stop yammering away, and then get a bite to eat, right? So I will see you guys soon. All right, so, oh, look how pretty that sky is. So I just got some extra boxes. Got the packages in the mail, and so I'm talking with the employee, the postal worker behind the counter briefly, because there's a line and no one wants to hear me talking to the postal worker. But she's like, thanks for your patience. We waited in line for quite a while, and I said, oh, no problem. I'm a flight attendant. That's the airport right there. I said, oh, hold on. That got loud. I said, no problem being patient. I'm a flight attendant. I know how to wait. And we laughed a little bit. And as I'm leaving, the person behind me, the lady behind me says, what do you think the odds of that? Oh! She just scared the pants off of me. So what's her name? Amy. Amy, I hope to meet you again soon. Hopefully, yes. Maybe not working for Jeff. That's Amy, guys. I have a vlog. I'm sorry. Yeah, so she's a flight attendant with JetBlue. What's that? All right. So maybe I don't hate JetBlue so much because she's very nice. But she says, what do you think the odds are? There's 2 flight attendants in a row. And I turn around and go, oh, I don't know. Who do you work for? And she says, oh, I work for JetBlue. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like you right now. So we had a couple laughs standing in line. I said, I'm not sure how they're going to treat me. And I said, well, I'm not sure how they treat you. And we both laughed even harder. Yeah, a little bit of irony and coincidence. All right, so I stopped at Walmart for some groceries. I needed milk. I wanted some raviolis, broccoli, yogurt. What else did I get? Diet Dr. Pepper. Cheesecake, because I have feelings and they have to be taken care of somehow. And because I have been craving them, marshmallows. I can eat a whole bag of marshmallows in one sitting. But the cheesecake is necessary for me to sleep tonight. So, cheesecake it is. And Diet Dr. Pepper, of course. All right, how do I check out here? There's no more people to take care of registers. Here we are. I think I have a shopping problem, but it's a cheap shopping problem. I'm at Ross. They had one of my caftans in red, it's got pockets. Love it. And I'm tempted to buy this. It's a little Karl Lagerfeld bag. It's Karl and a cat. I don't need it. I'm not gonna buy it. All right, guys, I bought 2 caftans. I'm going crazy. I got the red and white stripe one. I have a green one, the same pattern. It's got pockets. Ladies, I don't know how you accept clothing without pockets. I don't understand. You guys should just stop buying clothes that don't have pockets. I bought a hot pink one as well because it was just too fun. My mouth started watering when I saw it. So I'll just wear it in hotel like layovers and stuff like that when I'm in the house and don't want to wear clothes, you know, because clothes are definitely overrated. I think if I'm even going to put this together into a video, I think this is it, unless something really weird happens on the way home or when I get home to the cat. So I'm going to say goodnight and thank you for putting up with whatever kind of video this is. And if an invitation, if you know what a hostile takeover means for the airline industry, please let me know what your thoughts are, because my thoughts are terrifying, and I maybe like some rational thoughts because you guys are as close as I can get to rationality. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much and fly safe.